So Benjy has let us all know that Apple is apparently planning a foldable and it's coming out next year. It's going to be more expensive than your car. It's going to be more expensive than your house. And it's going to be more expensive than the Galaxy Fold. And it's going to be more expensive than your college tuition. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Tech Unlocked podcast, the podcast where we unlock the latest tech news, leaks, and rumors so you don't have to. And I am one of your hosts, Benjy from Benjy Tech, and I'm joined as always by my co-hosts Taylor and Connor from their places. Yeah, how's everyone's week been? Feels like forever.
I threw together this recording setup, and the idea behind it is I can record wherever,
while you're driving,
whenever. And I'm going to be doing more car-related videos at some point, so I want to experiment with setting up a tripod in the front seat of the car. So let's see how that goes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
big things happening.
I love how you introduced us, Taylor and Conor from their places.
Because we both have
links below, places. Everyone. Links are in the show notes or below.
We see the analytics. No one actually looks. It's fine.
Hey Benjy, I like how
nobody watches the podcast anyway.
That sucks. But you want to know what also sucks, Benjy?
What? Our first topic today.
Yeah, it does suck. The fact that if you buy a poor person iPhone next year, you won't get nice things. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so Apple is ruining the lives of every iPhone 15 user, the regular iPhone 15 users, poor people iPhone, by not giving you Wi-Fi 6E. So the world's ending now. As soon as these new iPhones come out, there's going to be a riot in the Apple stores because the Pro models have Wi-Fi 6E. They have the new processor. They have better cameras. They'll have a better display with ProMotion, and then the people who don't have much money, they have slightly less money, will not be able to get Wi-Fi 6E. So it's the end of the world.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like most people who buy these new iPhones will have access to Wi-Fi 6E.
It's not even like they just don't know what it is,
Yeah, exactly. It's not like most people still have Wi-Fi 4.0 in their house, but
oh yeah, obviously.
Like the new HomePod.
We don't talk about that.
But no, anyway, so we heard from Benjy a couple weeks ago that the new iPhones will be getting Wi-Fi 6E for whoever cares about that. It'll be slightly faster than Wi-Fi 6, but it only works. You can only take full advantage of it if you have a router that uses Wi-Fi 6E or Wi-Fi 6, so it doesn't really matter for most people, as we said. But recently we've had a rumor from a pretty reliable source. He's somebody who apparently leaked iOS 14 or something before it even came out. I think that's this guy anyway.
How does that happen?
I don't know. Or maybe that's the next. Yeah, no, it's this one. But yeah, so basically, new iPhones, only the Pro models will have Wi-Fi 6E. All the others will have Wi-Fi 6.
Yay! No one cares. That's
yeah. You know what? But you know what else nobody cares about?
Foldables.
Oh yeah, nobody cares about foldables. So Benjy has let us all know that Apple is apparently planning a foldable and it's coming out next year, and it's gonna have a carbon fiber kickstand for some reason.
But it's gonna be an iPad. Who asked for?
But it's gonna be an iPad. So it's going to be a foldable iPad that's going to be more expensive than your car. It's going to be more expensive than your house. And it's going to be more expensive than the Galaxy Fold. And it's going to be more expensive than your college tuition.
You know what? A Galaxy Fold costs...
And it'll run iPad OS.
A Galaxy Fold costs the equivalent of my college tuition for a year.
Wow.
That is sad.
So this is going to be 2 times that. Most likely.
I'm all set.
Okay, here's where our tinfoil hats come on. We received rumors that Apple's working on an updated iPad mini.
Yep.
If this is that iPad mini.
Ooh.
And a folded
That's a good question.
iPhone.
So for those who don't know, Benjy, he's a sometimes reliable leaker. He sometimes says things and then John Prosser says like, yes, Mark Gurman goes yes. But then everybody, apparently there's been 2 updates here in this Mac Rumor article that we're using. So Ross Young, who's also a very reliable source, has said that he is expecting multiple OLED iPads in 2024, but he's heard nothing about a foldable iPad. Mark Gurman has said the same thing as well. He said that Quo's prediction saying he has not heard anything about a foldable iPad in 2024, which he expects to be a year of OLED iPad Pro models and spec bumps for the entry-level iPad and iPad mini.
So like every single iPad year ever.
Yeah, so basically it's only Ming-Chi Kuo that's like, oh yeah, foldable iPad next year.
You see, the thing is with Kuo Min-Chi, he's always like wrong with his timelines. He might be right,
Yeah.
but he's also wrong with the timelines,
Yeah,
which is a concern. Like a big
that's
concern.
true.
Yeah, definitely.
We should just
But
cancel
also,
him.
the thing that I don't understand though about this foldable is the fact that it will have a
It's a
carbon
foldable?
fiber kickstand.
What if
Like,
it's a
does that
case?
mean? I was trying to think. A case?
Yeah, or like it's built into it like a little stick on the back of the phone. Do you know those really cheap phone cases you get like in a kiosk?
Yeah.
That like have the
Oh,
proper
yeah.
Or like
phone.
the
What
Spigen
if
ones,
it's
yeah.
like that? Yeah.
Because as of right now, I mean, iPads are like this. It would be cool if they folded in half and they'd be like the size of an iPhone. I think that's like the most practical foldable you can make. So like an iPad mini size device that can fold in half. But then the kickstand, would that be like once it's fully folded, you just pull out the kickstand and stand it there? Or is the screen not going to be able to stay open unless you use the kickstand?
My concern, like, I think the kickstand stuff is a whole lot of horse crap because have you seen the fold and the flip? They can stay open without kickstand. Like, you
Exactly.
don't need a kickstand unless it's like a Microsoft Surface, and even the Surface Duo stays open in like clamshell mode. So,
Yeah, and also most products that have a kickstand, like they don't, like the product itself doesn't have a kickstand. It's like a case that has a kickstand. So it will make sense because maybe not everybody wants to have that kickstand because it makes the phone thicker. It's like another part that can break. Just like when pop-out cameras were like a thing, they just went out of fashion the last couple of years because they're just an extra part that can break.
they went out of fashion as fast as they break.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
But do you know who else breaks things? What, before we do, Taylor, do you have any thoughts on iPad
No.
foldable?
No,
Okay.
except
Well, do you know?
except one thing, don't get it because why?
I mean, as I said before, I think a foldable iPad is practical. A phone that's like the size of a phone that folds in half, that is just like
Nothing
No.
that folds is practical, in my opinion.
I mean, no, there are practical applications of it. So, like at CES.
so
this year,
wallets
Lenovo-
wallets that fold open to be bigger don't make sense.
Yeah, like this is a foldable. This doesn't make sense. No, this wallet doesn't make sense. I almost
No,
lost
it
my card
doesn't.
details.
No, it
Things
doesn't.
that-
Make sure that blurs out.
doors don't make sense.
Well-
Doors don't make sense because they fold and close and it's
Foldable.
foldable.
Now my car is cold. I
No,
hate myself.
well, I mean,
Apple
I
Watch
don't
bands
know.
aren't practical because you have to fold them around your arm.
Hey, foldable Apple Watch.
10 minutes
Foldable-
later, we're still here.
That's Taylor's.
Cool.
That's Taylor's dream Apple Watch. A foldable Apple Watch, technically.
God.
That's true. Anyway, sorry.
So Taylor would buy a
Um,
foldable. Taylor would buy a foldable, and he's lying to you if
I
he
won't.
says he wouldn't because he wants that foldable Apple
no,
Watch concept.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
You want the
no,
Apple Watch that bends around like a wristband. You want that one.
No. I'm
You
all
want the-
set with foldables.
You want the Omnitrix
I'm
looking
really all
Apple
set
Watch.
with foldables. I just don't trust them. I don't know.
And yet you want
Well, I mean,
an
I
Apple
think-
Watch
I think
that
as
folds
of right
around the
now-
wrist.
I think I understand the part of not trusting them right now because, like, the screens are currently plastic. Like, they're like a very, very, very thin sheet of glass, which is basically plastic. I mean, in this article, apparently it's talking about LG making like a very special, very thin foldable glass, ultra thin
Not gonna
foldable
believe
glass.
that, because glass physically cannot fold. It's just not in its nature, physics-wise,
Yeah.
for glass. You can have hard plastic, but that cracks.
It's
You
still not the
need
same
a
thing.
soft plastic
Yeah, it's not the same thing because then like
because physics.
I mean look at the Galaxy Fold. If you take a fingernail to it, there
Let's
goes your
try.
screen.
Let's try it. I'm just going to pull out my Galaxy Fold. No, I'm not. Oh, yes. These are great. By 5.
Damn.
Some Coca-Cola dupe right there.
Bruh.
Anyway, do you know who else likes breaking things?
Apple. And
Uh-huh.
they're
Connor, do you
apparently
wanna
breaking
explain?
international law by doing App Store things, which is great. Apparently
Bruh.
Apple's
Wait,
breaking international law
is
by how
their
they sell their
problem?
iPhones. But they're Apple, so who cares?
Who cares?
Wait, what laws are they breaking again? Did you say?
It's been a while.
It's not App Store laws.
Yeah, it's
You
yeah,
got-
no,
It's
It's not.
labor laws, so it's a bit
it's
worse.
labor law. So essentially,
Oh,
includes people.
Damn.
yeah. So essentially,
Damn.
it's Apple is technically in violation of labor laws in the US because they are not allowing people to leak. So because Apple
Yeah.
doesn't want people to leak from their own company, it violates the First Amendment, freedom of speech. So
Because this is what
Trade-offs.
Apple CEO wrote. So Mr. Timmy Cook said that people who leak confidential information do not belong here. I mean, it makes
I'm being
sense.
discriminated
You want to
against.
protect.
I'm being discriminated
You want to
against.
protect. You want to
Apple-
discriminate against what?
Apple's saying I shouldn't be allowed to own an iPhone because I plan to leak all their there we go. There's the edit.
There goes some editing for me. Thank you very much.
I
Um, Yeah, wait, what was I saying? So yeah, it's kind of funny how like you've got Google on the other hand that's just like, "Oh, who cares? Here's the whole phone like 6 months before it's released." And then you've got Apple that's like, "No, don't tell anyone or we'll fire you. You do not belong here if you tell your mother about the iPhone 15 Pro only having Wi-Fi 6E, you're fired."
You know what? Google just doesn't care to the point that they gave John Prosser the Pixel phone. early, and
Samsung
he
as
took his
well.
own photos. I guarantee you that's how that happened. It's a publicity stunt. Google intentionally leaks things. It's
And
a
I think-
publicity stunt.
The last time they did it with the Pixel 6, it kind of worked because I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen more Pixel 6s out in the wild than I ever have any other Pixel ever.
Wasn't there a video
So,
on
like-
Instagram or Twitter? It was floating around the place, anyways, of a full unboxing of all the colors of the Galaxy. Early.
Probably no.
That's
There's
a leak.
you could buy. I think in like Peru or something,
Yeah.
you can already go out and buy a Galaxy S23
Yeah, but
or
like
S23 Ultra.
that's
or
what I'm
whatever.
saying. That's just free publicity. For like
Yeah.
people making videos. Yeah, it's a leak. Technically, it's still a leak because the phone hasn't been released. But like,
Because I
they
think the
don't
problem
care.
with Apple leaks right now is like there's some really crazy Apple leaks out there, like these foldable
Apple
stuff,
Car.
iPhone 15, Apple Car, and then everybody's like getting their expectations and their hopes really, really high, and then Apple releases products and they're like, what the heck is this? Like with the Apple, we saw this with the Apple Watch Series 7. Everyone was like, oh, it's going to be a full redesign, flat edges, beautiful design. Look what we got.
Ended up being nothing.
Yeah.
crap.
Exactly. And that's Apple's like information control gone wrong because they're like
Yeah.
Bruh.
the wrong leak gets out there.
Because,
Everybody thinks
like-
it's going to be this really cool thing and then they just lower everyone's
That-
expectations. With
those
the Apple Watch
things
Ultra on the other
were
hand, they
really
did a
bad,
pretty
yeah.
good job, I think. I mean, it was leaked a little bit beforehand, but
But like, if you think about like those watch leaks that we saw around Series 7, very, very likely those were just like prototype units that they were messing about with like back in 2020 or 2020 when they were releasing the iPhone 12. They might have been saying, hey, we're releasing a flat-edged iPhone. What if we release a flat-edged watch to go alongside it? Because that makes sense. But then they decided, no, that's stupid.
Yeah.
And released
and
their
then
Watch Ultra.
last year they're like, let's make a hybrid.
And then
It's
the
like
Prius
slightly
was born.
curved, but also
The
flat.
Apple Watch Prius. It causes a
I think,
four-door pileup.
like, I understand the fact that they want to like hide leaks sometimes because, of course, there can be the wrong leaks that go out there, and then sometimes other companies may see these leaks and they're like, "Oh, that's a good idea," and then they copy and beat them to the punch. But I mean, it's Apple we're talking about. Apple can literally do anything, and Samsung and a bunch of other brands will just follow suit.
You're not wrong. You're
Like
not
Apple
wrong.
could literally add 2 dynamic islands to their phone, and
Yeah.
you bet Huawei and Xiaomi will do the same.
They're already
Oh, yeah.
adding 2 dynamic islands ahead of Apple.
There's just like one slight leak of an iPhone design, and then some Chinese companies like, "Oh yes, we copy." They copy. They sell.
So in the coming
thousands.
months, I'm planning on buying a Pixel, like as a permanent fixture in my use, like as a permanent phone, because I like to test Android stuff, and it's gonna happen. Taylor, when I buy a Pixel, you're gonna be buying a Pixel, and Bench has left us.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna
Get
be buying
outta
a
here,
Pixel
Conor.
4a. I'm telling you, Apple is just so screwed. You know, the Pixel lineup is so much better, and I don't know why I ever bought an iPhone 12. I should have just bought a Galaxy Fold. There we go, Benji. Now we're talking.
Team Pixel.
Hashtag Team Pixel. So Benji, if I'm making
Hashtag
up positive Pixel videos, do you think they'll send me a phone?
I think so.
Okay,
That's
what
my
we need to do.
goal. That's my goal right now.
Yeah, it's the only reason you bought a phone.
I mean, most people on TikTok think I'm an Apple hater now, and I love Android. So
So Google's gonna.
I'm
invite
halfway
you.
there.
I mean, Samsung technically have a press event in London every single year. So, how do you fancy going out to that?
If they invite me, sure. I'll
I mean, you're an
bring
Apple hater
snacks.
now, so like, why not?
Oh yeah, especially since my last video that's kind of blown up.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. But you know what's also
Never buy
blowing
an
up?
iPhone, people. What was that?
You know what's also blowing up? Apple Glass.
What? Oh no.
Apple Glass are blowing up because Apple cannot fit the tech inside of it. It's just not feasible at the moment to build like a pair of smart glasses that have AR tech in them that look like a regular pair of glasses.
Yet you have companies like, what are they called? Like Nreal or something
TCL
that are doing
and
the
all
exact same thing.
No, they're not the same thing because those have to be wired to a phone and they're like big bulky glasses. In the form factor Apple wants,
Okay, I didn't know about that
in the
one.
form factor Apple wants, they want like, you know, do you know when you go up to the optometrist and you want to buy like a regular pair of glasses? They want them to look like that. Yeah, so
Which as of right now, the tech isn't ready for that.
so that is why Apple is putting all their funds and all the research into the multi-reality headset. And yeah, what do you think? Are the glasses dead? I personally think they're not dead, but
I mean,
won't
we'll
see them
still.
for years.
Yeah, I mean, this is from John Prosser, and he's the guy who thought the Apple Watch was going to be flat. But
Ooh, throwing shade, Benji, throwing shade.
Damn.
what was I going to say now? I mean, this isn't, for those who might be confused now, this isn't the mixed reality headset that Apple is planning on releasing this year. That one's still going ahead. This is just simply the Apple Glass.
This is like their
But are they
answer to the
going to
Bose
release
frames.
this year is the question.
It's going to release I'd say in October event. October or March event. I'm
No, I'd
counting
say-
the October event.
I would say they're probably going to announce it at Dub simply because they've got all the developers there.
What
they'll
about the Mac
start-
Pro?
They'll also have the Mac Pro, but like the Mac Pro isn't like the big release because they've already got Apple Silicon. We already know that. We already expect the mixed reality, not the mixed reality, the Mac Pro. So that will come at Dub. But then they'll be like one more thing, and then they have the glasses, and then they'll have a bunch of like developers come up and talk about how they've been testing it and stuff like that. But the thing won't release. The thing won't release until later on in the year.
Because there are rumors that the people have been testing the glasses already and developing for the glasses already. And the headset, because there are rumors that it's been spotted out in the field, which is perfectly reasonable to assume. because it's a new product line. People want to test it. And at DubDub, they could be like, oh, here is our mixed reality headset, the next leap in personal communication. And how do we develop for this? With the most powerful Mac ever created. Introducing a new Mac Pro.
I would have switched it because the AR glasses are like a really, really big thing. They're a new product line. So I think it will be one more thing. So they would maybe say like, now that you have all this power, we're giving you something that you can work with.
Now that you have all this power, what will you use it to develop for? How about a brand new state-of-the-art technology for personal communication? Introducing Apple Tenor.
Apple Tenor. Apple Tenor share. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what happens. I think it would really be cool to get like an actual AR glasses, but as of right now, the technology just isn't there. Like, they need to be able to fit a battery in there, they need to be able to fit like screens in there, they need to be able to fit all these other sensors, and as of right now, they're not there yet. Probably the next 5 years. As of right now, they're going to release this new mixed reality headset, which is kind of going to be a step in the right direction. They'll get a lot of developers on there creating apps for it. Apparently, I even saw an article that they're going to also make it easy for users to create their own apps or something in AR. No, don't know what that's about.
I'd say
but
it's just
that's
like
going to be cool.
Swift. Like, you can program apps on your iPad like a kid. Now your kid can program all these Minecraft mods on his headset.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I can't wait for someone to hack one of these things and just turn it into a HoloLens replacement.
But yeah, I strongly think this is going to happen. So DubDub is the announcement, and the release will be like in September, October or something, because they want to get enough people on board. What was that?
Watch us all be wrong.
If it's all wrong, I will switch to Pixel again for another 2 months.
If Apple does not release the multi-reality headset by the end of 2023, I will... here's the challenge. We're all going to take a challenge right here, and we're going to clip this. What will you do if Apple does not release the headset in 2023? We'll start with Benjy because he's the most likely one to do it.
I will switch to a foldable for like a month.
Taylor, what will you do? And you have to commit because this is going to be clipped, and I will put this on the podcast channel as a clip.
You
great.
You mean me?
Yeah.
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 Anyway.
Okay, Taylor, what will you do if the multi-reality headset does not come out?
Well, this is if he's confident that it's happening this year.
No.
Because I'm I'm confident that it will happen before June of this year. No, sorry.
Are you willing
before
to put,
June.
Are you willing to put June as your deadline for this?
Yes, it
So
will be announced before. It will be announced
June.
at DubDub. I'm almost positive of it, just because of the way everything is. And if it's not, I will switch to a foldable for a month. Whether it's a Z Flip or a Z Fold or a Pixel Flip or whatever the flip it is, I will switch to it for a month.
Okay, Taylor, are you confident that it'll come out this year? It doesn't have to be DubDub. You just have to tell us. Are you confident it'll come out this year?
Not really.
Because he knows he's going to lose the bet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which means he will have to like do something crazy.
And I am confident that it's not going to be the glasses. I'm confident it'll come out this year. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. If Apple does release this thing and you need a new iPhone for it, I will both buy a new iPhone and a headset.
Oh wow! So you're spending a lot more than me there.
Damn.
That or I'll switch to a Pixel for 2 months. Yeah.
I like what my camera is.
That or I'll switch. Depends on the financial situation.
Yeah. But
I like what my camera
I'll
is.
go to the dollar store and get a Pixel or...
I have to finally buy a new Mac Mini next in a few months anyways, because I am desperately needing a new Mac. That's the
Right.
first
So this is what's happening. So if Apple's mixed reality headset releases by dub, like announcement wise, I'm switching to a foldable for a month, and if it happens by the end of the year, Connor's switching to. Well, he's buying one, and he's buying an iPhone, and he's also, or he's
No,
going to
no, I'm
switch
just
to
switching to a
Pixel.
Pixel. I'm just switching to a Pixel.
Oh,
for
he's
2
just
months.
switching. Okay, so he's not
If
going to
it
buy
does not, come
If it
out
does not.
before the end of 2023.
Okay.
So, December 31st, 11:59 p.m. Still time.
Apple just drops the announcement on like January 1st. Frick.
Just to spite me. Hey, we were supposed to get a January event.
Save my butt.
And Taylor
Well,
is
January's
chicken.
still here, so at least as we're recording this, January's still here.
True.
And Taylor's
true.
too chicken, so he's not going to do anything.
Nope.
He won't even switch to a Pixel for like a month because he's not
Even
going to
though,
sell his
like,
iPhone.
Even though he could probably buy an iPhone 5 times over with the amount that he can sell the Pixel for.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's a lie.
Think about the views as well. Like, you'll be able
yeah.
to be monetized very soon if you do that.
Yeah. But,
True.
Taylor, if you bought a Pixel, things would be cheaper on the App Store, on the Google Play Store, because you don't have to pay for things. But, the App Store is getting more expensive. Can you tell me about this?
I don't even. First off, I don't even buy apps. I get what's free, and if it's not free,
Did you
I
read
don't
the
get
article?
it. No, I'm just saying.
So you
in
don't pay
general.
for Spotify is basically what you're saying.
He doesn't
Well,
pay
You
for
basically
Spotify.
you get
leeches.
Spotify for free.
Oh
He
yeah,
leeches,
no,
yeah.
I definitely pay for that, but
Ew,
I'm just saying to
you have the free
get an
version of
actual
Spotify?
app.
Gross.
If I'm getting an app and I have to pay to get that app, I don't do it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, what a cheapskate. No wonder you're not going to get the Captions app.
That's probably the
True.
most I've spent on an App Store app. No, actually, I spent more on Final Cut Pro. Never mind.
But yeah, Taylor,
Yeah.
you
exactly.
obviously read this article. Tell me a bit more about why things are getting more expensive, or was getting more expensive.
He has no idea. I put this in for him.
I know you did. That's why I'm trying to rub it in.
Wow, you freaking wow.
I think we need to get ChatGPT to write another "you're fired" letter.
I'll just go back because it's still in my bookmarks just in case.
You know what?
Okay, since I found this, I can explain it if you want, Taylor.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, so basically,
Taylor's
the
switching
App
to
Store is
Pixel
increasing
next week
prices
if
in
he
the
doesn't
UK.
do that.
What did you say?
Oh no, I said Taylor's switching to a Pixel next week if he doesn't write his own articles and actually read them.
We're force feeding him a Pixel. But anyway, so the App Store is increasing prices in the UK and other countries on February 13th. So basically what's going on is because of inflation, there's VAT rates that have been changing as well. Some countries will be getting reductions in App Store and some will be getting, what's the increase? There you go.
Yeah, that's
I was going to say induction, but that's a different thing. So apparently, like, prices in Ireland are being reduced.
Yeah, because Apple loves us and we have less than 20% corporation tax, so like we're just best friends.
And there's even Luxembourg apparently is getting a decrease as well. So for the 5 people who live there, congratulations. So in places like the United Kingdom, where I live, prices will go up because of the 3% reduction in the value-added tax rate. I have no idea what this is even talking about, but basically prices are going up on the App Store if you live in some countries because Apple needs more money because they're going broke and they need help.
And they can't develop these glasses.
Can I just say, prices are going up for everything, and it just sucks.
Welcome to the real world.
The real world. And
I
to the
don't wanna
real
be-
world today.
You know, dude.
The
Nobody gets
real
the
boy.
reference.
Can I just say, I love when we were kids, we wanted to be adults. Now that
You
we're
were a kid?
adults, we just want to be kids again.
No, I like money.
No. I like being able to earn money and spend money on useless things and not being judged for it. Because I know people that spend their money on worse things.
That's true. That is true.
I love being able to buy a Tesla myself.
I like being able to earn my own money and spend it on useless crap I don't need. It's great.
And then sell it for like half of what you bought it for the next year.
Yeah, it's great. I like giving Apple all my money.
AKA trading in your phone like a week before the new one comes out.
Taylor.
Anyway.
Bet you wish you were still a kid now, don't you?
So who here knows what the definition of insanity is?
Taylor.
I'm pretty sure that's what Conor is.
This is segueing into the next topic. What's the definition of insanity?
A Samsung event that's already been leaked like a year in advance.
Shh. No. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again. People think Apple's insane because they keep releasing the same phone every year. But guess who else is releasing the same phone every year but repackaging it with a different name?
Mother flipping Samsung.
We're going to turn that into a song. Samsung! Or should I say Scamsung. So John Porter...
Wait.
John Porter from The Verge. Wait, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think Conor should do that again and do a song, and that should be the clip for the episode. That should be the
you're just getting that one.
We'll send it to a guy on Fiverr, and he's gonna like do a bunch of like cool effects.
That'll be cool.
He's gonna take our podcast episode and make a song out of what Connor's said about Samsung. Anyway,
I'll just ask ChatGPT.
So we're stealing stuff from an article written by John Porter, who I think is like John Prosser's clone, but with a different name. Or
it's John Prosser being John Porter. Just saying.
John Porter.
John Porter. I hear he does great beers.
Yeah, okay.
I heard
he's a great guy. Oh, yeah. I heard he doesn't leak fake Apple Watch renders.
Yeah, that's a low blow.
Damn.
So, anyways, tell us.
Galaxy S23 series. It'll look exactly the same as the last two. It'll be slightly different. Look slightly different. Some people are saying that this looks like very much like an iPhone, and I agree. It looks like an iPhone XR, but with two cameras. It's gonna have a 200 megapixel main sensor because megapixels matter.
Oh, yeah. Naturally.
It's gonna have other camera improvements. The S23 Ultra is gonna have an S Pen again.
Yeah.
Because it sucks.
Okay.
More like the suck pen. You've also got, it's going to have, same displays with 120 hertz. It's going to have all of the Samsung phones in the world are going to now have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip.
Because
unlike
Samsung
what they did before. Exactly. Just the only people who are smart enough to buy their own Samsung silicon is Google now, and just rebranding it as Tensor. So yeah, and also it's gonna be more expensive. Yeah. So it's gonna start at $799 or $800 for the base model S23, and then it's gonna go up to $1,000 for the S. Oh wait, no, yeah, sorry, for the S23 Plus. And then $1,200, which is, may I add, $100 more than $200 more than the iPhone 14 Pro, whatever. For the S23 Ultra.
Wow.
Yay.
So you're getting the same thing for more money. Congratulations.
Just buy last year's Galaxy. Just buy a phone from last year and it'll be a better phone, actually.
Seriously, though.
So yeah, I don't think anyone here actually cares about the Galaxy S23.
No.
I hear Taylor's buying one. Taylor's buying one and switching to it for 2 months.
Yeah, screw you, Conor.
He never said no.
I don't even honestly care about this event, and I don't think I'm gonna be watching this event.
The only reason I care about it is clickbait.
Yeah. I'm going to make
Because
so many crappy videos about
the
it,
amount
and they're
of-
going to get so many views.
The amount of I'm already planning on doing a couple of different TikToks, which
Ooh.
I mean, by the time this episode goes live, this event would have already happened probably, unless I get it done today. But realistically, this podcast will more likely be released tomorrow. So for those who are listening and you already know all about it, we already know all about it as well, because Samsung's very good at hiding their leaks, unlike Apple.
We found out about it a year ago, so it's fine.
Yeah.
We actually were told by Samsung. We were given a press briefing a year ago by Samsung's leakers, and they told us everything.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, they've told us what Samsung devices are going to look like for the next 5 years.
Literally the
same.
same phone.
Literally the same phone. I think it's so funny though, like how everybody complained about Apple copying and reusing the same design every year. Nobody's saying anything about Samsung. Samsung's over here since the S20, basically releasing the same phone.
Benjy, Samsung phones are flawless. They have never had any issues whatsoever to do with their batteries. No need to worry about the fact that the battery is getting twice as big.
And we all know that's a lie.
These phones are going to be more expensive. They're not going to be great. They're going to have fast charging apparently.
Yay, the batteries will blow up faster.
45-watt fast charging on the Plus and Ultra. But if you're a cheapskate and you get the S23, you're only getting 25 watts, so that's half the speed.
Can I get
Congratulations.
Can I get the Ultra without the fast charging? Just take it out.
No, I'm sorry. And if you do, it'll still cost you $1,200. No, but
Can I get-
it all. If we're being fair here, their trade-in values are probably going to be mad.
Yeah, I'll be able to get one for free
Like, I'll
with my
probably-
iPhone 12.
Yeah, I'll
Trade
probably be
your-
able to give him my Pixel 6 Pro.
Actually,
and get a S23.
You should get trade in your Pixel, get an S23, and then just swap in that S23 every single year to Samsung, because they give brilliant value deals on their phones, and you should just keep swapping out the phones every year.
Conor has just uncovered the greatest life hack of all time.
Or you could buy the phone, swap your Pixel for a Galaxy, and double your money that you paid for the Pixel.
Thank you for coming to our
This is
masterclass
this
of
is
how to make
financial
money in
advice.
this financial advice.
This is
certified-
financial advice.
It's certified by the U.S. government.
You should all go
because
invest in Dogecoin. That's financial advice.
I heard it from a man named Elon. He owns an app with a bird icon. Anyway, another couple things that Samsung will be releasing. So last year they released tablets, the S8 tablet that everyone's forgotten about apparently now. They're also going to be releasing some laptops, which nobody cares about. So they've got the Galaxy Book 3 Ultra coming out.
I've never seen someone use a Samsung laptop. Never.
Yeah, and the only ones I've seen are the cheapo ones, which suck. So yeah, we're gonna get new computers. Apparently they're releasing up to 5 different models.
Yay, no one
Whatever that
cares.
means. Nobody's gonna buy them. As you said, I've never really seen anybody with a Samsung Galaxy Book. Who gets that? Not to
People who
mention,
have too much money and reviewers that get them sent for free.
yeah, that's true.
That don't make videos about them because they don't
Very
get views.
true.
This also looks very, very similar to a MacBook. Now that I'm looking at the ports on the side, it's got the SD card slot, I think USB-C, and a headphone jack. And on this side of the thing, it has the headphone jack's on the other side, which I've never used. You've got an HDMI port instead here, so they're trying to make it look like a MacBook. Basically, even you look at these leaked pictures on this article, and it literally looks like what's Apple doing? Copy. Let's see if it
Very
works.
true.
Oh, it doesn't work. Let's make
Do it
another
again.
one.
Do it again. This time faster.
Oh,
Not
they'll
the
have
chip.
Intel. They'll have Intel chips as well.
They have Intel Evo chip. Intel Evo chips. Evil chips, yeah.
Intel
E-
Evil chips.
Yeah. So that's fun.
Because when you eat them.
You evil bitch. Anyways, I think that's our cue to finish up because
Yeah, I think that's our cue.
my laptop's about to die. I'm literally on
Okay.
5%.
Fantastic.
So this is our
So,
cue to finish. As in, like, now.
so thank you everyone for tuning in to this episode of the Tech Unlocked podcast. We appreciate everyone who does.
If you do at all.
If you do, if you even watch it, yeah, or listen to it. Hopefully this episode actually does go live if everybody sends me their footage in a good time. And
I'll send it once I get over to the office.
okay, because Connor's bought an office, so have I.
Oh yeah,
Apparently.
clearly, yeah. Oh, no, I have an
He's bought
office.
the whole office building.
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at it over here. I'm just in the
That's
industrial
fantastic.
estate now.
Oh damn.
But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Taylor, do you have any last words to say since you've been so quiet throughout the whole
Have you
episode?
any last words? Period. Have you any last words?
No, I don't. But I thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you for
Okay,
being a
Taylor.
guest on the podcast.
I was going to say, Taylor, you're fired, but that works as well. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This was episode
It's a
54 of
nicer
the
way
Tech
of
Unlocked
firing them, you know?
podcast.
Makes them feel like they've contributed something in their time, even though they haven't.
Yes. This is episode 54 of the Tech Unlocked podcast. We will catch you guys next week. Hopefully.
Peace.
If nothing goes wrong. See ya.
Peace, guys.